Hey, what's going on? What's going on, YouTube? It's your man, Fireman West, and I'm out here today trying to get me a little riding in on the Goldwing. Hope everybody, enjoyed yourself. Had a great St. Patty's Day, and I'm just out here enjoying myself today. Trying to get some of this. I wouldn't say spring, but I would say more like a semi-spring fall ride. But it's about 50 degrees here in the Washington, D.C. area, and I'm out here and enjoying it. Just so happy, man, to be able to get back on the tools. Been busy working my business on the side, teaching. So I've just been, doing a lot of things. Didn't really have the time to come out and do any vlogs. Just been extremely busy. So figured I would come on out and make a quick vlog. Went to Sunday service today. Enjoyed myself at church. My wife had a project she's working on for her schooling. So I said, what better than to come out here and get on the Goldwing and just chew up some roads, some back roads, and just enjoy myself. So here's so many good things about the new Goldwing. See a lot of people in the Chris Caliente Goldwing group have made the purchase, and I'm just so excited for you guys. I actually went down to see the Goldwing. Very impressive machine. Like I say, I was blown away with the new technology, but I think, as I said in my other vlogs, definitely too small for me. But hey, I encourage guys who are getting them. I celebrate with you. I'm excited for you. Hopefully one day I might pull the trigger. But for right now, I'm enjoying this 2012, the big body Goldwing, and I'm just going to enjoy it. So much love to all the guys who purchased the 2018 Goldwing. Beautiful machine. Congratulations to you. And man, I can't wait to ride with a couple of guys. One of the guys I met in the Goldwing Road Riders Association, he was picking ears up when I first went and saw it down at the Honda dealer, and man, he was excited. He was grinning ear to ear, man. The biggest smile ever. I think everybody who have purchased a motorcycle know the feeling I'm talking about. Once you get a new toy, man, you're excited about it. So hey, once again, shout out to everybody. And hey, I'm definitely going to keep my 2012. Getting some work, trying to do some work on my Harley, trying to get that back up and running. So that's my project next. So I'll be getting my electric glide back up, operational, hopefully this summer. And I'll have the best of both worlds. I can hear loud pipes when I want to, or I could just hear the quietness of the Goldwing and just enjoy my ride. So I'm going to enjoy my ride either or, whether I'm on a Harley or whether I'm on a Goldwing. So I was just wondering, my question is to all you guys who are, motorcycle riders, or just, enthusiasts on YouTube, or just love looking at the YouTube videos. I was just wanting to know, how's you guys' weather? I mean, here in the Washington, D.C. area, man, it's been running. It got warm for a couple of days, up to around, I want to say up to around 80 or so one day, 70s and 80s. Then we just went into this cold spell. It's been 30s and the 40s. They're talking about snow next week. So, to be in March, this late in March, it's kind of wild to be talking about snow. this is usually great riding weather. You know, in the 60s. You know, this the time of year I love to ride because it's not too hot and it's not too cool. So I'd just be interested to hear how you guys weather in your area. You know, I've interacted with a couple of guys on Facebook. You know, they were like, hey man, my bike is still on the battery tender. I was like, wow. And they was like, man, don't look like the weather's gonna break no time soon. So hopefully you guys who live in those cold climates, hopefully this weather will break and the two-wheel season will be upon us. So, hey man, just interested to see how you guys weather in your neck of the woods. Also, you know, this year I got a lot of rides planned. You know, I plan on putting some miles on the Goldwing. I think last year, I think I put a total of maybe 18,000 on the Goldwing, close to it. And it's just been enjoyable. You know, I had a couple of 2, 3, 4 hour rides one way and back. You know, but most of it has been local, just riding in the you know, the local area. With my work schedule, you know, I do get, you know, a little bit more time to ride when I'm not busy, but sometimes that changes as well. So just been amazed with this bike. To put almost 19,000 miles on a bike in 1 year, you know, that says a lot. My Harley's been down, so primarily this has been my only motorcycle, you know. So to see me put 19,000, I'm just still, you know, taken back. So I do believe in riding my motorcycle, whether I'm riding with a group or whether I'm riding by myself as today. You know, I just enjoy riding, and it's therapy for me. You know, having such a dangerous profession, you know, seeing so much gruesome stuff. You know, I value the time I have on my motorcycle. So this ride I'm about to enter on right now, it's a couple of nice little back roads. You know, nice twisties, and it's just a great ride. It's probably about 15, 20 miles. Take you down into southern Maryland, but just some beautiful back roads, a lot of turns. So this is one of my little, when I want to go and, you know, ride me some back roads, this is where I usually do it at. But it's a really nice ride out here on Croom Road. Because it's a Sunday, you know, hopefully we won't have that much traffic out here, so it'll be even more enjoyable. Old Douglas High School. My son, that was one of their rivals. But I think they got the best of my son when they played football. I think both of them. Douglas High School. They had an NFL linebacker that came from that high school, Sean Merriman. He played with the San Diego Chargers at the time. He was a pretty decent athlete. Got to see him play a couple of times, and was very impressed. Knew he was destined for great things. However, he was caught using non-legal substances, and was I think he was banned from the league. So, but he's still a local hero in this area right here. It's a good thing. And in the Washington D.C. area, we have a lot of talent here. We have a lot of you know, basketball, football, a lot of athletes here in this Washington, D.C. area. My son as well, he was a very decent football player. He played in Division II football, which is, he's just finishing up. This was his last year, and his football career is pretty much over. But it's just amazing to see from Little League all the way into playing in college. You know, I'm so proud of him. You know, you know, to see him grow and, you know, get better on the field, become the man he is today. Man, I'm just so proud of my both sons, man. You know, I got my oldest son, I mean, doing extremely well. Man, I am so fortunate to have two sons. You know, growing up where I come from a, you know, a pretty humble beginning, you know, single parent, you know, father wasn't there, you know, mom struggled, barely made ends meet, and to see, you know, both of my kids graduate from college, man, I am so blessed and so thankful, and I'm just extremely proud of both of them, man, and they are men, and that's the main thing. My boys are men. Seeing my boys, two men, and I am just extremely happy. Me and my wife, you know, we put a lot of sacrifice, you know, with them, trying to give them the right tools to be successful. And man, I think that's every man's, every parent's dream, is to see your kids become successful. So, man, this shout out to my wife and just to both my boys, man. Pop's proud of y'all, man. You know, can't wait to have some grandkids, man, so I can love on them, you know, and teach them and get them some of the things, you know, just to help, you know, shape their lives as well. So, man, I'm truly fortunate, man. So, as you guys see, you know, as parents, you know I get excited about my kids, and, you know, I get excited about their successes, you know, having them from changing diapers, you know, to, you know, seeing them develop, have their own individual thoughts, own perspectives, you know, it's just amazing, man. So amazing. So, man. But yeah, these roads back here, awesome. Awesome. Speed limit around 30 miles per hour, so I usually stay 30, 35, 40, somewhere through there. But it's great country land. One thing in Maryland, if you, you know, they're big into the equestrian here, you know, especially in this area where, kind of where I'm traveling now, you know, you'll start seeing horse farms. And, you know, there's, you know, a lot of horse, people are just in the horses here. And it's a good thing, you know. I love horses myself. You know, I'm an animal lover, but I've never really rode one. All right, buddy. So, but it's just awesome to be, you know, to be able to come out here and get this two-wheel therapy. Two-wheel therapy. Man. And another reason I love riding, you know, on roads like this, because it's not congested. You know, you guys hear me complain so much about traffic, but this is kind of like the only time or only places you can like really get into the bike and just enjoy it and just, you know, just sit back and ride and relax, play your music, you know. Extremely fun, you know, coming back here. So when I want to get away from all that hustle and bustle of the city, you know, I come on out in Maryland, Southern Maryland, and man, there's great roads here in this area, and you'll be surprised. There's so many motorcyclists that you know, live here in the Washington D.C. area, especially when you once the weather, you know, truly break. Oh man, you know, I can't wait to take you guys on some of the events we have here. I mean, you talk about hundreds and thousands of motorcycles, man. It's just all types, from sports to Harleys to Goldwings to Indians to Can-Am Spiders, to slingshots. I mean, it's just in this area right here, surprisingly, there's so many people who enjoy riding motorcycles. You also got the MCs, local motorcycle clubs here. You also got your 1%ers, those clubs, so hey, it's a lot of love. Most of the time you're not going to have a problem here in the Washington, D.C. area. Everybody, into respecting each other, along with you on two wheels, It's just a great, it's been great here. Even with all the congestion, even with all of the, the high cost of living. Oh, look at these things. They're out here eating on this deer. Come on there, Mr. Buzzard. So, but yeah, like I was saying, even with all of the negatives of this area, there's so many more positives. Even with even with the high prices, the further you move out, that's the more land you'll get, the more bang you get for your buck. But if you move in the city, whoo, I tell you, city living is not for me. Even though I work in the city living is not for me. With all of the hustle and bustle, and there's no off-street parking, there's row homes. I just love coming home, be able to pull into my driveway and park my vehicle, so look like the sun get ready to go down on us in a minute here. Try to get out of this area before the one thing also, the deer. There's always a deer population back here. Like, if you guys know, dawn and dusk, that's when you have to be very careful, extremely careful with deer. And this area I'm riding in is also known for, deer. So you definitely got to keep your eyes peeled. You definitely got to, kind of take your time. Don't be flying over these hills, around these curves, because Bambi might be awaiting you. So, but other than that, good people, I'm just going to finish enjoying my ride, and hope to talk to you guys soon. Hope to get back into making more vlogs. I think I'm going to definitely be doing a lot more. Just purchased me a GoPro. Got me and Mama the Cena 20S's. I currently have the Cena 10C. So hey man, I look forward to being able to get out here and show you guys Washington DC on a motorcycle. Especially with my GoPro. Planning on going down and showing you some of the malls and some of the big attractions here in Washington DC. So stay tuned. Hey, Fireman West, stay tuned. I got a lot more coming. Hope I can gain some more subscribers. I hope the people appreciate. And I just try to do my best. I'm not looking to get 50,000 subscribers, and just to have the few I have, I'm truly blessed. Thankful for each and every one of you guys. And that's it. I'll talk to you guys soon. It's your buddy Fireman West signing off. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.